Hey guys, welcome back to another Architecture Real Talk. So today's topic is quite interesting. What else can I do with my architecture degree? What are other potential fields that are out there? And I want to tackle that because a lot of people are looking for multiple types of jobs and we don't know quite where to fit in. So one of the first things we apply to is an architectural office, either a commercial or a residential office. And majority of the time, the structure is the same. You go from an architectural intern to a job captain to a project manager, probably becoming a principal. If you become licensed, they end up giving you power to stamp and you have some level of jurisdiction. But where it varies is whenever you want to actually go further out, you feel like the field is quite limited. But there's a lot more you can do with your architecture degree. So here's some of the avenues that you can try. So one of the things is you can become an extreme architect, right? You have industrial architecture, pretty much setting up factories. You have chemical engineering plants, data warehouses that are being done from cloud servers. So all of those various different forms of architecture, even if it includes a high-end extreme home, there's a niche of architecture that has extreme level of creativity. And that's why I call it extreme architecture. Now, another type of architecture is preservation, restoration, historic district. Pretty much centers around this type of an environment where you are housing a lot of old ways of doing things. You might want to have an industry understanding of Art Deco or 1920s, early 1800s, and you restore the style to be authentic to the actual form of architecture of that time. And a lot of historic preservation works have been doing so. Another type of an architect might be a retrofit or a sustainable style of architect that is deployed as a consultant for a lead project. You might have that person understand how to get groundwater out, how to make the site more useful, how to get points on lead. And this is more of a retrofit, lead consultant, sustainable driven architect. And a lot of this is being explored by the engineering industry, especially when it comes to fracking, when it comes to various type of engineering fields. They're looking for that level of creativity. Now, of course, you have a vast genre of urban planning, community development, and that's a third type, like looking at a city at a wide scale, looking at traffic maps, looking at urban demographics. So all of those various forms of community development, master planning falls under this avenue. New city planning falls under this avenue. Another type is an interior architect. Now, this is something different from an interior decorator. Interior architect focuses on lobby, furniture, layout, color schemes. You can be looking at a different theme, different style altogether. And those are various different forms of interior applications. An architect can become an interior architect, but an interior architect can't do so vice versa because we have a more vast knowledge of building science. Another type of an architect is landscape architect. This is where we're looking at fauna, flora, we're looking at the climate, we're looking at what vegetation to plant, how to layer these vegetation to give a proper procession to the site, how you move through. And that can be controlled by a landscape architect. Another type of an architect is a lighting consultant. Much like what I'm doing right now, how do I light myself? How do I light the space? What kind of an ambience do I need? How many lumens do I need for this work environment? And a lighting architect's not only designing or trying to create different type of fixtures, but it's also controlling the mood of the space. So you can do that, and you can have a planning designer. There's a lot of engineering firms that are still looking for planning consultancy. They're looking for pretty much type of a research engineer to give us a different idea of how to lay out their projects. For example, if you were to look at Halliburton, they gave me a project that was aligning with how can we put these two canister or these big cisterns apart 75 feet while having this flow. And all of these were spatial solutions. They were not a mathematical solution. It was, how should I arrange it? Can this be above this? Can this be below this? All of these solutions was something necessary in the engineering world. Again, there are subgenres within architecture. There are that of BIM modeling, there are that of landscaping, there are that of graphic design, or of that of spec writing that you can go into. And there's vast majority of fields that require a high amount of creativity, anything from stage design to acousticians for theater. And along with that creativity, anything that requires you to problem solve is also up for grab. Do not limit your possibility. If you made it this far into the video, let me know what was your major and what is your profession now. Follow for more content.